What's going on? This is your boy Jay Will, your host of the Jay Will podcast, interviews, and commentary. You can find me on media.rss.com. Just look for Jay Will podcast, interviews, and commentary. Also, you can find me on the Anointed Radio Network. Also, I'm on all podcast platforms. I also have a syndicated radio show, which is on itsallgospel.com. My show times for that is Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 12 p.m. Central Time, and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday through Friday, you can listen to the show at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Central Time, and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also host the Unsigned Artist Gospel Show along with the J Will Gospel Show. You can email me at leewill@gmail.com. That's leewill@gmail.com. You can follow my social media pages on Facebook. It's James Williams Music. On Instagram, it's James Williams 5497. On Twitter, it's at James Williams M1. And on my YouTube channel, it's at James Williams ZS9DO. All right, let's go ahead and jump in this interview. We have Roszina Williams, a recording artist from Texas. Let's go. What's going on? What's going on? This is your boy Jay Will, your host of the Jay Will Gospel Show. And ladies and gentlemen, guess who I have on the horn with me right now? None other than Roszina Williams. How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Glad to have you on. Glad to have you on. Tell the people where you're from.
I'm from Houston, Texas. I was born in Louisiana, but I'm from Houston, Texas. I've been here for many years now.
Is that right? So
yes.
I'm gonna play some of your music while in the background. Yeah. This is the Roszina Williams. So how long you been in Texas?
Oh, well, actually, since 9 years old. I'm 58 now, so I've been here since 9 years old. Yeah, so you might as well almost say I was born here anyway, because I've been here longer than I've been in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you missed that Cajun food down there in Louisiana?
Oh no, I can cook it myself down here.
Don't make me drive to Texas.
Yeah.
No, don't make me drive
everything.
Man. Yeah, don't make me drive to Texas, man, because I love me.
Come on, y'all, come on down here.
So how is it over in Texas?
Well, always hot. And when the weather comes, it's like super powerful weather. A lot of flooding. But otherwise, just full of crime, I hate to say, full of crime.
I think it's
everywhere. God keeps us protected. His children, he keeps us protected.
Yeah, I think that crime thing is kind of everywhere, you know?
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of out of control.
Yeah. But God keeps us protected, though.
Hey, won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
Won't he do it? Hey, so how long have you been singing?
I've been singing since I was 7 years old. So it got really serious when I moved here to Houston.
Yeah, you people that started singing at 7 years old, man, I don't like y'all. I don't like y'all because y'all just be doing it,
I feel like everybody has a singing voice, just that some people went to be trained and some people have it naturally. I can say I was trained through the years on up until adult age. And then it got like really serious when I got in high school, mostly in middle school and high school. It's when I started singing in the choir and being asked to lead songs. And also too, when my mom brought me to Houston, she took me around to different churches and I was singing at different churches.
Wow.
Where they would ask me to come.
Man. So tell me about that. How's your musical journey been transforming from, just I'm gonna sing at church to now recording artist? How's that transition?
You know what? God took me step by step. At times he brought people into my life to teach me things I didn't know, to put me in situations where I even wasn't comfortable. but learned from it, learned to be strong, and learned to deal with letdowns and when times are good and times are bad. Dealing with my singing, and because you have a lot of people even in the Christian music business that are devious, and
Yeah.
I always thought, like, when I did my first song, that everybody in the Christian world was like really kind. Oh no, I got to remember they're human too, but I've learned how to be strong, and as long as I am good to people, and I have been blessing people. Like, there's a young lady I'm helping her right now to bring her new project out.
Yeah.
And I've been making sure that I don't make any of those mistakes that people made with me, because I want her to think good of me and look up to me.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good trait to have, because sometimes it can be cutthroat
Hmm.
in the music industry. It's
That's right.
I get tons and tons of music from artists from all over the planet. And
Hmm.
the one thing that I've noticed is that the independent artists is a trend where they want to be more helpful to up
Yes.
and coming artists, um,
Yes.
because they know where they come from.
Yes. But not
So
all of them.
yeah,
I thank God that He gave me a heart to make sure that I'm a part of helping somebody else's success, and them ministering for God too.
yeah, yeah. So
Mhm.
how many projects have you done?
Well, this is my fifth one.
Fifth
This is
one.
my fifth one. These last two projects, I worked with the Pipers, Sheila Moore Piper and Glenn G.P. Piper.
Right, right.
So these two last songs were like totally different. And then the first three songs I worked with a guy here in Houston also. But they're all fantastic. But it's just a change in the music when I got with the Pipers. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
totally different. But I also love my first song that you play a lot too. So
What's that?
you've been good.
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, I got that playing in the background now. Hold on. Let
I
me let
know,
me
I
let's
know.
start
I
let's
see
start
you
that up.
song a lot. That was my very first one.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all listen at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Let's look at you go. You better. Hey, and that's still out on all digital platforms, ladies and gentlemen. You need to get that project. So
Mhm.
let's talk about Keep My Trust.
Mhm.
Um, so that song's been out like over a year now, right?
Yes. A
So
year
who
and a
helped?
half.
Is that right? So who helped you produce
Hmm.
that song?
Yes. Well, that song was also written by Sheila Moore Piper.
Is that right?
Like I said, she took a lot of what was going on with my life and things that might have gone on with her life too. She took that story, but also I have a lot of true story in that song. Like the end where it says, like watching my brother die. My brother died,
Oh wow,
and it was hard. It was hard, and yes, I did scream just like it says in the song. It was a
wow.
scream I've never ever had before. A scream I couldn't even stop. But God strengthened me. He strengthened me. He had to strengthen me because I thought I wasn't gonna make it, because I had already lost my oldest brother and my mom. And this brother here, my mom said, make sure you take care of this brother, keep him protected at all times. And when that happened, I wasn't expecting that. It's like he died 2 hours after his birthday party.
Oh man,
And somebody had shot and killed him. Yeah.
wow.
But God has strengthened me to help me to go on. He reminded me, you have grandchildren. You still have a ministry for me.
Yeah,
You have to be strong. Stay in my word, stayed in my word, and kept praying. And God has healed my mind. He has healed my mind. But I'm
yeah,
not going to say that I don't tear up sometime or cry sometime, because that's like my whole immediate family is gone. My mom and my two brothers.
man.
They are who I grew up with. Yes.
You know,
Yes. But
and I
God's been
think we
holding me though.
I think a lot of us that are getting older, I'm in my mid-50s now, and
Hmm.
some of my family members, even my parents, and I have a brother and sister that's deceased now, and we
Hmm.
all go through that grieving thing,
Hmm.
and we feel that pain, but
Yes.
it's something about the sustainability of God's love that
Yes.
kind of keeps us going,
Yes.
you
And
know?
God knows that I have a will to continue on for Him. I don't want to stop. And I remember telling Him back in 2015 when I dedicated my flesh to Him.
Yeah,
Like I actually haven't been in a relationship since 2015 because I was trying to show God how important He was to me and how serious I was about serving Him. So, and it's been that way ever since. And I told God that no matter what happens at that time, and it's like after I made that promise, it's like everything was thrown at me all kinds of ways. But the hardest thing to deal with was the death of my baby brother. And I'm
man.
like, okay, God, I'm not going to give up on you. I promised you, and I mean, I'm going to stand strong. I say, still use me, send me wherever you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. And I promised you that, and I'm still going to stand my ground. And you let Satan know he will not take me away from you, no matter how my flesh feels so much emotions right now. I'm still going to stand up for you. So I never gave up, and I'm not going to give up now.
That's a strong testimony spiritually. Sometimes,
Hmm.
we're in the flesh, so we feel the adverse effects sometimes and the pain of of what the flesh goes through and the different
Hmm.
emotions. But knowing where
Yes.
you are in the Lord
Hmm.
takes you on a different platform as far as that's
Yes, it
concerned,
does.
because we realize that although things are looking bad,
Hmm.
God has our best interest in His heart.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
And
does.
so, but Keep My Trust is a hot track.
Yeah,
And
thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen,
Thank
y'all, as a matter of fact, let's see what we got here. Here we go. I'm gonna play a little bit of this. Hold on.
you. All right.
In the morning when I rise, I'm gonna say thank you. Throughout my day, I gotta give you praise. Till the end
Yeah.
of life, your word forever mine. You
And the
said,
bridge is,
I
the
believe it.
chorus is hot too.
Every day of my life, I'll still praise you. I'll still praise you. I'll still praise you, Lord. I'll still praise you, Lord. I'll still praise you.
Hey, listen, let me turn that down because we'll be having church up here in a minute. But the the song says, "I will praise you. I'll still praise you, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I will keep my trust in Him." Man,
Yes,
what a
indeed.
powerful
Yes.
song!
Thanks.
And I
And
could tell.
I hope that everybody else feels the same way I feel to let them know that they can go on and to be strong enough to keep their trust in God. No matter what happens. It's hard sometimes, but no matter what happens, God is going to always be there for you. You can always call on Him to even just have a conversation and He'll hear you. And sometimes
Yeah,
He'll send people when He know that you're lonely or whatever and need somebody to talk to. He'll send people your way, and you might not even wonder why somebody just got in a conversation with you or whatever. And He'll send that person to comfort you, and you don't even know that you already asked for it. You know, it's
man.
it's all kinds of ways that God will send comfort to you.
But this
Yeah,
song is
He won't let you be alone.
this song is a fun song. You know what I'm saying? It's peppy. It makes you move.
Hmm.
And then you hit that when you went to the bridge. Every
Hmm.
season of my life. I was like,
Hmm.
oh, look at Roszina. But now your new song,
Hmm.
y'all flipped the script on that. It is totally different.
Do
And
you know that comes from a testimony that nobody knew about, but I talked to Sheila about?
so
Do you know that? That's another testimony.
we're gonna get into that testimony, but I want to play a little bit of this song for the audience to hear
Okay.
the so I started off with You've Been Good, which is a
Hmm.
wonderful song. And I'm
Hmm.
playing, my Keep My Trust.
Hmm.
And now I want to go to the new song, which is entitled Clean Me Up. You see a photograph in the background.
Yes.
Nice photo, by the way.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. You got the is that the leopard or cheetah? Is that the leopard you got?
Leopard. That's so funny.
I said, look at
Oh,
Roszina.
yeah.
Look at Miss
Want to do something
Roszina.
different because I want to do something different because I don't see anybody else with leopard on their CD covers, you know. Want
Right,
to do
right.
something different this time.
But the whole color scheme and everything kind of works out, you know.
Yes.
So I'm gonna
Mr.
play.
Glenn. Mr. Glenn did that background.
Is that
Uh,
right?
yes, he did the background
Hey man, he did a great
and
job. So
blended
I'm
in
gonna play.
perfect.
I'm gonna play a little bit of your new single, which
Mhm.
released today. Is that right?
Yes, yes,
So what's today's date?
yes,
Is this the 25th? Yeah, it's
yes.
October 25th. It just dropped today. And
Today.
ladies and gentlemen, if you don't get this in your library, there's something wrong with you. But hold on one second, we're gonna get it. Y'all check this out. It's crazy.
Starting, yes, way back then. Tried to really just pretend. People who made all the rules. Certain things you can't excuse.
Yeah.
I was bound with a frown, struggling with me. I just wanna be free, but who can really do it? Wait, tell it now, grown, here I am. Still struggling from way back then. Heard a preacher say, give it to him. Jesus Christ, yes, frees from sin. Took my bound with a frown. Gave me peace from within. His word has made me free. And every day I'm in it. Bring me up to Jesus. I wanna be more like you.
All right, that's enough, audience. Y'all can't listen to no more of this. Y'all got to go out and get this project. It just dropped today, October 25th. But so I want to ask you, because this song is so different than what you've done. You kind of
Yes,
brought the urban and hip hop gospel
it is. It is.
flavor in there. How'd that make you feel?
It, well, I don't know. I want to actually reach a more younger crowd also now, and
Yeah.
not just my own age range. I know that that's what the younger people like, and Sheila and her husband knows that that's what the younger people like. And actually, everybody can move something, move to the music. Yeah, it's not a song where you sit down. I'm sure
Oh no.
somebody will be bobbing their head.
Look, I've been bobbing my head since you said it to me.
I was
I-
bobbing it when it was being made.
oh, what a wonderful song. And
I can say that Sheila and her husband, Mr. Piper, they come up with some music that nobody else ever thinks of. Totally
Hey,
different.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, the two of them, I mean, individually, each one of them are wrecking forces and juggernauts in music.
Yes, they are.
But
Because
you
you've
put
heard her music too, right?
absolutely.
Yes.
But you put the
Yes.
both of them together
hmm
and you got like an
Fire.
explosion, a
Spiritual
volcano.
fire.
Yes.
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 Yes, indeed.
So tell me the backdrop of this song. So you were you said this, you told Sheila a testimony and she wrote the song based off your testimony. Tell me about that.
It also comes from a testimony she might have gone through too, and I'm not going to talk about that.
Oh yeah, let's
Um,
not do that.
my testimony is something that continuously happened to me when I was a young girl,
Okay, that's all you have to say about that. You know,
and it
you
was
didn't come in
almost like
detail.
a sequel. No, I want to kind of tell it a little bit because
Okay,
maybe that's somebody else
okay,
to be strengthened.
yes,
So it's something that happened to me as a little girl, and it was kind of like kept on the hush hush and stuff. And when it was found out, yes, my mom did leave. thank God that she cared enough to leave. But I know that there are some kids that are in those situations that won't say anything about it. And I just pray that God, helps them to open up their mouth and talk about it, or helps somebody to see what's going on, to where it won't be a hush hush, to where it would start affecting them when they grow up. While I was growing up, it affected me in ways to where I didn't want to be around people, which what happened wasn't their fault, but I
Right.
didn't want anybody to be around me. I didn't want to be in conversations with people. I was still a nice person, yes, but even when I had my kids, yes, I did get with that dad, and it's like there was a blessing through meeting him or whatever. He was a good person to where I was able to, have my children with. So like there were times when my kids were growing up, it went into a problem to where those things that happened started coming back up again. And it's
Uh,
like you wouldn't think it would come up in your life when you're grown. But it's like all of that stuff like just started flooding in my mind, and it's to where I took it to where my boys, I have three sons. I didn't want them to touch me when they tried to come and hug me just for a loving touch from mama or whatever, or a loving hug from mama. I had a problem with it or whatever. And I
wow.
actually had to talk to my minister about that many, many times or whatever. And I started making myself hug them because it's not their fault what happened when I was young. So, right now I just pray that God helps the little kids that is happening to now, and bless it to be seen, open up people's eyes around them, because some kids have no help. Some kids have no help, but I ask that God, open up those hidden doors and those hidden secrets to keep them safe while they're growing up. Because it will bother you growing up. But like I said, God helped me. God has helped me and strengthened my mind from where I was when my kids were growing up. And I had a chance to sit down with them and talk to them when they were growing up and let them know what happened to me. I truthfully told them what happened.
Yeah.
And I told them, I said, Mama gonna start hugging you. I said, I love y'all. I kept telling them every day, I love y'all, I love y'all. I said, it's not y'all fault what happened. I talked to them about it to let them know what was going on. And then they understood. And they even talk to me now today, years later, and say, Mama, we understand. And I tell them, you make sure you watch your girls and watch your boys too, because now the boys, you know, yes,
Yeah.
but it's God has healed my mind. He has healed my mind, and it's a whole lot better now. I look out for my grandchildren, and I talk to them too ahead of time. And every I know they get tired of me every time they come over here. Granny, you always ask me that question. I'm like, okay, Granny, you just need to make sure you're okay. Even though I pray for you, I still need to make sure you're okay. It doesn't hurt to ask.
And,
Nobody asked me when I was growing up.
that there's nothing wrong with that. I think that um, my past experiences helped me to be able to be empathetic
Hmm.
towards people who are going through things similarly that I went through.
Hmm.
But it also helps me recognize when people start backing up and start isolating and introverting themselves
Yes. Hmm.
because the stuff I went through. And
Yes.
you helping me right now because there's some things that I went through when I was growing up that
Hmm.
I have internalized a bunch of stuff and I don't talk about it.
Hmm.
I just,
Oh. And
but
people usually think that it's just women, but that's not true.
no,
It was young boys and young girls.
yeah. I
And
mean,
older
it's pretty
people back
crazy.
in those days um, act like it wasn't a big deal. That's why I say I'm glad when my mom did find out after those few years, she like she took us to this lady to keep us. And the lady asked me a question, and I told her my stepfather gave some money, right? And she was like, "Where you get all that money from, or whatever?" And I told her, I said, my stepdaddy gave it to me. And she called my mom. My mom came from she had just left. She left us there. My mom had just dropped us off. She came right back. She got us, and she was. I heard her kept telling the lady, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." And so my mom took us home. My mom started moving stuff and put stuff in suitcases and everything. She didn't think twice. We moved 4 day that morning. We moved
Man,
4 days that morning from where we were. Sure did. And I'm like, I thank God that my mom, she found out. I was so happy that she found out. Yeah, she
But
found out,
hey,
and things got better from then.
the
And
ones
I feel like God wants me to use this as a testimony to help somebody else and to be like that strong part for them. I'm always, not just my granddaughters, whenever they have friends that come around or whatever, they say, Granny, can this person come spend the night from their school or whatever? I talk to them too. I
yeah,
talk to them too. And I think that God is using me to be like a mentor and a worker for him to make sure other little kids are okay. Not just the girls, but I have a grandson too that comes every once in a while. He say he's bored over here, but I get a chance to talk to him too. But every chance I get in conversations with little kids, I watch what they do and watch how they react. And some kids won't talk, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when you go in to ask them if they're okay, if anything is wrong or whatever. So I
man.
feel like I'm here for that. Yes.
And your song is going to live on for centuries because the song is a hot song, and
Thank you.
it's going to help somebody that's going through an adverse situation, regardless of what it is. It's going to
hmm
help bring them out and help them understand that God loves you.
I pray.
And
I pray that happens. I pray that happens, and it
so,
will happen. Will
yeah,
happen, or else
yeah,
we wouldn't have you to sing these lyrics.
yeah.
Yes.
Clean
hmm
me up. This song is nice. So,
Cleaned up my mind. Yes, he did.
man, I tell you
And to
what.
forgive. And to forgive. Yes.
So
Cleaned up
this song,
my mind and my heart to forgive.
this song is on all digital platforms.
Yes, it
Uh,
is.
so your Spotify's, Apple Music, Tidal, Pandora, y'all go out and download this project, and it's gonna bless you. I guarantee you. Your kids gonna dig it too. You get,
They love it. They already love it. They had a
yeah,
chance to listen to a snippet before it was done. And I'm always going to them so they can be my critics.
yeah.
And my other son, Mama, please let me put it on social. I'm like, nope. They said you can't do it yet. He wanted to put it on his social media because every song I do, he makes a video of it and put it on the social media, and he plays it in the car for all of his friends to hear. He has like a big following,
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's where a lot of my streaming comes from his friends. 'Cause he has
that's
so
awesome.
many friends.
So, if people want to shoot you an email and want you to come perform this song at their
hmm
church,
Yes,
what's your email address?
it is Roszina4040 @gmail.com. That is ROSZINA 4040 @gmail.com.
So, you on social media?
Yes, I am.
Tell us your social media.
On Instagram and Twitter, it's Williams Roszina on Twitter. At Williams Roszina, all in small letters.
Okay,
On Facebook, it's just Roszina Williams.
okay.
Yes.
So,
And TikTok, I have TikTok too.
oh, you be
Roszina
TikToking.
Williams.
You be
Yes.
TikToking.
Yes.
Hey, you need to get your grandkids to make a dance video with "Clean Me Up" playing.
You know what? I'm so glad you said that because my little granddaughter loves to make those videos. I'm
Yeah,
gonna have her to do that.
yeah, and make
Sure, I'm gonna have her to do that.
sure you tag
Uh,
me on that.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
All
make
right,
sure.
like a
Yeah,
little praise dance.
yeah, like a little praise dance. Make sure she tags me on it. I want to check
Okay,
that out.
that'd
'Cause
be
yeah,
funky.
I'm thinking about pop
Praise
locking to this song right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
My
So
son, one of my sons already told my mom, you should have let me freestyle to that song. I'm like,
yeah, I mean, you can always do a remix and let it rap.
yeah, yeah. hmm Think
Yeah.
about that.
So
Yeah.
you still doing plays and stuff?
Yes, I am still doing plays. I didn't get in this recent play, which that play will be on November I think November sometime in November, the first 2 weeks of November. And I did buy a ticket to go do, and I talked to her and I told her that I love her and I still support her, and that she might have me in the next one. I'll be in the next one possibly. I just
Yeah.
have to make sure that all my personal stuff is going pretty good.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
I actually take that step, because she doesn't play about her rehearsals,
Huh.
and you have to be on time and can't miss anything. When she says come here, come there, come this time, come this day, come this extra day that you wasn't planning to come, you have to be ready to go.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
huge commitment.
she's very serious about it.
So
Yeah, so
when we talked the other day, you told me you were in school.
yes, I'm taking music business for my
Is that
associate degree.
right?
Goes back to when I told you how people use you in the music business.
Yeah.
So I'm learning about everything dealing with the music business, contracts and everything.
Wow.
Hmm.
So
Yes,
I may need you in the future.
yes. Well, I'll be right here after I finish
Wow.
my study.
So let me ask you, how is it? I'm not saying you old. I'm just saying, how is it being older and
Hmm.
going back to school?
Urban music.
No, how is it being older and going back to school?
Oh, uh, it's kind of weird, but I will tell you that every young person that's in any class I have, they're always asking me, Miss Roszina, you okay? You okay? You want me to show you how to do this or show you how to do that? But I find myself more smarter than I thought I was. It's
Uh-huh.
like I feel like I'm smarter now than I was in high school or middle. Well, I'll just say high school when the hard work got really hard. I feel like I'm like I was meant to be in college or something. And it's like I wish I would have gone right after high school. And it's not that bad as I thought it would be. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
well, your brain is developed different now. You're seasoned and you have more wisdom.
Hmm.
And our cognitive ability, because you are musically inclined,
Hmm. Hmm.
um, and of course, the more singing and the more songwriting helps develop your cognitive ability, your cognitive processing. So you are
Hmm.
smarter. I know I'm smarter than I was when I was in high school right now
All right, all
because of
right.
the experiences and the artistic stuff. But
Uh-huh.
that's cool, man. How much longer do you have left to be in college?
I'll graduate next year. I will
Yeah.
graduate next year. Yes, beginning of next. Well, I'll say like around June of next year, March,
Okay.
June. Yeah, between March and June. Yes, I'll be completely finished.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
coming up quick.
yeah. Well, I've been there for this is like going on the third year now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Wow. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. And guess what? Something somebody else doesn't know about me. I take acting classes on Thursday nights.
No.
Hmm. With
Wow.
a company called Page Parks. I take acting classes, and they're bigger than I knew they were. Since
Huh.
I've been going to the classes, I found out much information about them. They are like a big company, big time company, modeling company, and acting company.
So
Yeah.
you finna be doing Hamlet.
I really wanted to go in there to do comedy.
Oh, is that right?
Uh-huh. Like a black comedy sitcom or something. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I can
But it's
see
like
that.
I've been more going into like I told you, like in that class, in the classes I take, the group I'm with, everybody is younger than me. So it's like I'm always mostly playing like the mama roles, the mama roles and roles where I'm like trying to educate somebody about something.
Yeah.
But it's like they go back and forth, back and forth. They'll put them in that role, but I feel like I'm mostly playing like the mama roles. At one point they had me singing, and I'm like, oh man, they tried to get me to sing it. So I ended up having to sing for one of the things they had us on
Yeah.
camera for. Yeah.
Man. Every time I
Yeah.
talk to you, I learn some more good stuff. I didn't know you was taking acting.
Yeah, yeah. So you might see me in some commercials one day.
Hey. I'll say, hey, I know that lady. They'll be like, you lying? Wait a minute, I'm gonna show
Uh-huh.
you. I'm full of the phone. Hey, Roszina, tell him you know me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am really enjoying it too. I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
So for so now you're a college girl.
Uh-huh.
You're a fluent gospel artist
Hmm.
and successful grandma and parent and just an all around good person.
I try
What
to
it-
be. I to continue that all the time.
What advice would you have for somebody who's trying to recapture the years that they may have procrastinated on or lost, and want to go back to college or want to launch a music career? What advice would you have for them?
Well, right now, I would just like to tell them, no matter how old you are, you can always go back to college. Find something that you know you would really, really like to do. And college is not as hard as you would think it is. It's easier than you think it is. I thought I would have a hard time and would be failing, but I've been making straight A's since I've been there. So
Wow.
you go find something that you really, really like and go there and try it. You should try it. Don't sit back and just let your years just go on by and go to waste. You should go and try it. Even if you take about 2 or 3 courses of something that you really, really like, go and try it.
Try it.
It's never too late. Never too late.
What's the worst that can happen? You can learn something.
Yes, you can learn something. And then you'll be surprised at the young people how they help the older people to to learn what we're all trying to do in that class.
Yeah.
Never be
Wow.
afraid for help either.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Williams, I really appreciate your time. Thank you for the wonderful music. And
I don't want to go now. But I know I have.
no, I mean, I just really thank you. I really appreciate you. You just a good person to know.
Well,
And I wish all the Godspeed to you. And you know how to find me.
yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I thank God for you. Thank God
Yeah.
for you. Even though you're there in radio, whatever, if you ever need a friend to talk to, I'm right here. It's okay.
I appreciate
It's
that.
okay.
And you got
Yeah.
my cell
I
phone
always have
number.
an
So
open ear.
you got my cell number, which very few people got my cell phone number, but you got it.
Oh, and
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
your wife I said hello. I know I haven't had a chance to meet her yet, but tell her I said hello.
I sure will. I sure will. She probably waiting on me to get done. But you know what? I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, don't wait till you get sick to go to the doctor. Go ahead and get yourself checked out. Get your A1C checked, your blood pressure, and all that good stuff. And don't wait until something happens to try to get life insurance. Get some life insurance so your family won't be trying to sell chicken dinners and having all these GoFundMes. Go ahead and get that taken care of. Now, may the Lord God bless and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you. And may the Lord God give you peace. This is your boy Jay Will with Roszina Williams. We out of here. For more information on how you can be a part of the Jay Will podcast, why don't you shoot me an email at leewill@gmail.com. That's leewill@gmail.com. Follow me on my social media. It's James Williams Music on Facebook, James Williams 5497 on Instagram, at James Williams Music 1 on Twitter, and at James Williams Music ZS9DO on my YouTube channel.